Bonjour watcher, this is Johnny Banger 45 and welcome to the Fruit of Grisaia. Yes, in the last episode, I forgot already. I think it's about Amane-chan. Yeah, we are currently romancing Amane-chan that we here. Oh yeah, it's about Michiru's sculpture, Inu, or it's also known as Doc. What a fearful sight, right now before my very eyes. A hell beast never been known to man has taken shape.
ちょっとユージ、あんたこの二人を止めなさいよ。
Why would I?
なぜだじゃないでしょう。姉がいないんだから、この二人の暴走を止めるのはあんたの仕事なんじゃないの？
This may be somewhat cowardly of me, but I only have one answer.
何よ？
Your request lies outside my area of expertise.
助けて！
People who say they are worthless at anything other than their specialty are, as a general rule, perfectly adaptable and competent individuals. What a good quote! Their false humility has its purpose, though it allows them to brush aside the dark and troublesome things in life with the convenient phrase, "That's not my field." As the classmates' bitter cries dissolved faintly in the muggy air, the perfectly oblivious Suo Amane was aimlessly wailing away afternoon free of academic responsibilities. Driven to the air-conditioned dorm by a powerful afternoon sun, Sakaki Yumiko rests her chin in her hands listlessly, absorbed in some foreign book in the original language. And by her side, Amane leans forward in a similar position of languorous boredom, thumbing through a magazine. Apart from the low hum of the air conditioner, the whisper of their pages turned is the only sound. In the end, this peaceful atmosphere is irreparably shattered by a perfectly casual question.
ねえ、榊さんってしたことある？
Haven't done, you know what? Picking up a magazine, Amane turns it Sakaki's way. The page only features a photograph of a woman pushing a banana into a moment Sakaki realizes instantly what it's really referring to.
びっくりするぐらい唐突ね。急にどうしたというの？いやさ、榊さんっていろいろなこと知ってるし、聞いてみようかなって。残念だけど、それは専門外よ。
Outside my field of expertise.
ん？そうだから、その。
The ending of the sentence is inaudible, but Amane's keen eyes don't miss the slight movement of Sakaki's lips.
普通に言うんだ、そういうこと。あなたのそういうところ、イリスさんに伝染してるわよ。気をつけた方がいいんじゃなくて？まあ分かっちゃいるんだけど、ほら私一応巨乳のビッチキャラで通ってるしね。今さらやめられないっていうか？くだらないわね。だいたいあなたさっきから何を読んでいたの？ああ、これね。これはほら肉食系女子必見のティーンズファッション誌タイガーガールだよ。エロ本じゃない。ファッション誌だってば。っていうかエロ本って言うな。せめてエロ本って言ってよ。なんか大阪のおばちゃん臭いよ。どうでもいい。あれ？興味ないかな？今月の特集は草食系男子食いまくり特集だよ。興味ないわ。そう？ほらほらここ見て。
興味ないわ。
鬼モテ講座って書いてあるよ。鬼モテだよ。鬼のようにモテモテなんだよ。鬼とか見たことないけどすごくない？何がどうすごいのかさっぱりだわ。あ、そう？じゃあ少し読んであげるね。何朝は男のロマンであるってタイトルの読者投稿ね。美人が3日で飽きられてしまう原因は。
So Amane proceeded to read a lengthy letter expressing the slang point of view on the topic at hand. But before long, she was thoroughly engrossed in the article and began reviewing it with such concentration that she forgot to continue reading out loud.
よくわかんないけど、とにかく美人は3日で飽きられるから、とりあえず吸っとけってことだよね。 まあよくわからないけど、そういうことなんじゃないかしら。つまり私は思うわけよ。これは私も吸わねばなるまいとね。何かおかしな方向に気合を高めていっているような気がするのは私だけかしら。だってほら、私美人だから。
Yes, you are beautiful, Amane-chan.
あえて強く否定はしないけれど、その強気な態度の根拠がどこから来るのか不思議でならないわ。榊さん、私吸うよ。そう、これは余計なおせっかいかもしれないけれど、引っこ抜けない程度に吸ってあげて。引っこ抜けるものなのかな。さあ、私は吸ったことないし知らないわよ。とにかくちぎっては吸い、ちぎっては吸い、頑張るよ。ちぎっちゃダメなんじゃ。これは気合の問題なのよ。分かったわ。止めるだけ無駄なのね。もうお好きになさいな。任せて。というわけで、気力体力ともに充実させるために今日は早く寝ます。まだお昼過ぎよ。ねえ、聞いてる？聞いてないよね。そう、まあいいけど。どうしよう、あの子本気で吸う気だわ。何かこう脇の下にじっとりとして嫌な汗が出てくるほどの気合を感じる。
Wahahaha! I'll carry off the naughty kids.
運んじゃうおじさんに運ばれちゃう。いけません、風見さん。そんな風に頭を両手で抱えて持ち上げたらマキちゃんの首が取れてしまいますよ。首が引っこ抜けたらケツにひっつけりゃいいじゃないのよ。チルチルの作ったキメラみたいになっちゃう。キメラ言うな。あれは犬なの。つか、勝手にキメラにしたのはあんたたちでしょうが。騒がしいのが戻ってきたわね。どうしたの、ゆみちゃん。一人？あまねえわ。スオさんなら今日はもう寝るって部屋に戻ったわよ。はい？だってまだおやつ前なのよ。病気なの？かもしれないわね。何色の救急車を呼べばいいのかわからないけれど。マキちゃん、おやつなら私が用意しようか。だったらあれがいい。イガイガしたホットケーキ、蜂蜜とアイスクリーム乗せて食べるやつ。イガイガ？ベルギーワッフルのことでしょうか。
ホットケーキ。
そう、それ。
ミチル、you are idiot.
マキちゃんもそれでいいかな。私もそれがいい。はみちつたっぷりで。もう一度。はちみつたっぷりで。
Big old strawberry.
だよね。びっくりした。そんなのがはみ出したら大変なことになるよ。
ロチェリー。
どういう状態よ。しかもたっぷりって。聞いているだけで耳が腐りそうな会話ね。
Well, better idiotic and cheerful than silent and depressed, right? More importantly, is Amane sick? If she feeling poorly, I should probably pay her a visit unless there are some permanent problems involved that will make it a bad idea.
女の都合は関係ないわ。あれはただ頭の中が桃色になっているだけでしょうし。
Okay, I don't really get it, but you're telling me I don't need to be concerned?
少しは気にした方がいいわよ。あなた、狙われているわ。
Targeted? By who?
スオーさんに。
I see.
そうかって、それだけ？
I'm used to being targeted, it's not a problem.
まあいいわ。好きになさいな。
あれ、ユミちゃん、おやつ食べないの？
ええ、せっかくだけど私も少し疲れたわ。部屋に戻らせてちょうだい。
そうか、残念な。じゃあこれあげるのよ。
それは
Yumi-chan, a cute girl.
今日の造形の時間に作ったのよさ。その名もザ・クーデレ・オブ・フォーチュン榊由美子、1980円。
値段までがタイトルなのね。というかあなた、また私を勝手にモデルにして。
Because Makina loves you very much, Yumiko-chan.
前から聞こうと思っていたのだけれど、どうして私なの？
だって一番簡単な顔してっから。
聞くんじゃなかったわ。
ユミちゃん絵描き歌もあるけど聞く？
聞きません。
おい、なんだよ、せめて聞いてから怒れよ。
You already said the title make her piss off. If you then insist, I'll listen to it in her stead.
そうかい？はい、ほんじゃ紙とペン持っていい？歌うのよ。大きな卵がありまして、卵の真ん中に丸書いてブス、丸書いてブス。
ぶっ殺すわよ。
Small A. Makina.
お待ちなさい。
Whoa. It's been a long time since I saw that cat blade thingy. Amane is up to something. I had a rough idea of that after our negotiation this morning, but it seems she's definitely got something planned for tomorrow. But if it's just more of a big sister roleplay, I don't have any objection to going along with it.
甘いわよ。
She may be older than me, but Amane is just as experienced in love. Once she tries to play the slut, she probably harboring some innocent interest in the usual romantic cliche. In that case, I will answer the call. Yes, I have no intent to run away from my obligation in this matter.
ダメ！逃げて！早く逃げて！引っこ抜けちゃう！
Okay, I can't even think straight. Will you people shut up already? I should have fled while I still had a chance. I would know true regret the very next morning. Wow.
夏のこの時期、日の出は早く、外はすでに明るくなっている。
Wow, it's already started?
ユージは毎朝5時には目を覚ます。正確には4時45分には半覚醒状態に入り、15分かけてゆっくりと目を覚ますパターンが多いと言っていた。現在時刻は午前4時30分。さすがにこの時間ならまだ眠っているはず。
おはようございます。
意図的に潜めた声はユージが目覚めていた時のためのフェイルセーフだ。もしここで迂闊にも起こしてしまえば、私の計画の全ては水泡に帰すこととなるだろう。我ながらバカバカしいことを思いついたものだと探索しつつも、私は静かにベッドに近づく。よく寝ているね。いい子だよ。なるほど。こうして死んだように眠る寝顔にはいささかの既視感がある。変なところまで似ているのだなと思えば笑い出しそうになるけれど、ここはぐっと我慢する。
Spoiler alert, Amane knew Yuji's sister, Kazuki, if I'm not mistaken.
さてと、それじゃちょっと失礼してお邪魔しまーす。ベッドの上、いかにも体温が低そうに眠るユージの横、かけられた薄い毛布の中に潜り込む。まだ肌寒くも感じる朝の静謐な空気の中、 身を滑り込ませた毛布のぬくもりを心地よく感じると同時に、男の甘く濃厚な体臭を鼻に感じて、頭が少しクラクラとし始める。
有事の匂いだ。
嗅ぎ慣れたマキナの南国果実のような甘い体臭とはまた違う刺激的で危険な甘い匂い。代謝の激しい若い男の体臭なんていい匂いのわけはないし、自分でも少し異常だと分かっていても、つい鼻をこすりつけて匂いを嗅いでしまう。いいも悪いもなく、これが風見雄二という男の匂いだと思うと、ずっと嗅いでいたいとそう思ってしまう。昔からよく聞く話では、好きになってしまえば相手のどんなとこも好ましく思えるようになるという。私はこの男を本当に好きになってしまったのだろうか。まあそれはそれで構わない。私にはこの男が必要なのは変わらない。
それじゃあいただきます。
Huh? What was that sound just now? Oh, no, God, woman. What do you think you're doing?
何って見ればわかるでしょ。よばい。
Yes, this is the girl I wanted. Amane-chan. I have a clear and rational rebuttal to that statement, namely, it's currently morning.
じゃあ朝ばい。
Your choice of words isn't the issues. I'm trying to point out that it seems like a bad idea to use up all your energy before the day's even got started.
朝から気だるくなるようなことをするのが今時の彼氏と彼女だと思うけど、減るもんじゃないし。
I think it's probably can.
でも嬉しいでしょ。
Yeah, I'm about to weep from joy.
私が彼女になってよかったでしょ。
Feels less like we are dating, more like I've been repeated molested. Sakakini gave me a very good warning, but I didn't expect such an aggressive sneak attack.
榊さんが？なんで？
I assume you said something to her about this. She told me I was being targeted yesterday.
あ、そうなんだ。
I figured it wouldn't be anything big, but clearly I underestimate you. Caught me total off my guard. It says that an American radar installation picked up the incoming attack on Pearl Harbor an hour in advance, but the operators negligently concluded that when they were seeing could possibly magnifying the eventual damage. Today I was equalized and I too pay a heavy price. That's it. I was awake from the instant when I entered the room and let her do as she pleased. I don't think an outrageous declaration of war would be justifiable. As ridiculously as these hormone-addling antics may be, as someone who may well screw up at work one day and never come back, it's hard to get angry about such minor indignities. I knew it early on that Amane had a fairly easygoing attitude towards sex. And the sexual body of hers has curves in all the right places. It's an undeniable feast in the eyes of any heterosexual man. Despite her dinosaur-like proportions, she's not a rough or crude tyrannosaurus of a woman, quite the opposite. She's highly precise, battling thoughtfully, and an all-purpose housework machine with particular talent in the kitchen. Her personality is frank and outspoken in a good way. She tells me honestly what she's thinking, making communication mostly painless. Still, that courageous front sometimes gives way to timidity. When the girl gets carried away, all you have to do is deliver a brief scolding and she will shriek in sorrow like an apologetic dog. You can practically see her tail drooping between her legs. When she looks up at me with her best puppy-eyed dog eyes and mumbling I'm sorry with a pathetic expression on her face, it's impossible to maintain my anger, however well justified. In the end, I can't help but mutter, alright, as long as you got the message and not is forgiving. The girl's standard for emotional manipulation is downright fearsome.
ユージお昼だよ。お弁当にしよう。今日はね、この前ユージが美味しいって言ってたお豆腐のハンバーグだぞ。
You don't play fair, woman.
何よ、急に。
Don't think you can ensnare me so easily in this little honey trap of yours. I'm wise to you.
え、道楽？ごめん、意味わかんない。
By means of her culinary persuasion, she insidiously grabbed hold of my stomach, not to mention that since our relationship in public, she becomes even more aggressively clinging than before. On top of which, she takes things to the next level, periodically whisper free to go at any time, available upon request in my ear. At this rate, I'm seriously going to end up unable to live without this woman. If she does end up becoming an essential part of my life, what should I do about it? Privilege is maybe if I consider what would be best for Amane, it probably worth thinking about the possibility of an eventual marriage. As a general rule, planning your wedding while still a student is better than naive at best. As a dozen foolishness goes, it's right up there with confidence sending out your anguish poetry to literary journals. That's a man owns his woman clearly defined intention. Coasting along indecisively is the coward's way out. I do feel guilty about the prospectus of creating someone who had to want my dad, but if I'm serious about marrying Amane, the biggest problem is emotion, it's purely practical. Namely, that's my job. In my workplace, making a trivial mistake at the wrong time can mean dying in a ditch with all the dignity outside and almost stray dog hit by a car. Most of all, it's an occasion that doesn't bear explaining to others. Say Amane takes me to meet her parents, exactly what am I supposed to tell them? And with that, you're going to meet Chizuru-chan? I mean, if I wanted to, I'm sure I could have some plausible, convenient workplace assigned to me as a camouflage, but that would be a betrayal of Amane and her family. In other words, I had to pick. Since my 3-year training period in America, I've already spent 2.5 years as a regular in Japan. At some point, I even was added to acting squad leader, but there's still a good year and a half left in my desired field term. And even when that runs out, it won't exactly be okay then, thanks for everything good out there. The collar's not coming off that easily. At best, I'll be a permanent reserve subject to emergency calls out whenever the company deems my presence is necessary. And 10 years of camp, I'll be obligated to participate in training camps for the purpose of maintaining fitness. In short, this change will come off until I'm dead. My life's just full of problems.
風見さんではありませんか。こんな場所でどうかされましたか。何かお困りのことでも。
Oh, such no, it's nothing. Just stressing myself out with some big anxieties about the future.
将来への不安ですか。
Nothing you need to be concerned about. It's only natural for young people to worry themselves over such things from time to time.
はい、わかるような気もします。
So what are you doing out here yourself, Sachi? Lessons over already?
はい、これから私は自治会のお手伝いがあって外出するところです。
Community service, isn't it? Very admirable.
あまねさんは一緒ではないのですか？
No, I mean, it would be a little pathetic if I was constantly carrying her around like some totally raged security blanket.
あ、いえ、体のある質問をしたつもりではないのですが、風見さん、この後は何かご予定は？
No, none in particular.
でしたら、私と一緒に自治会のお手伝いに参加していただけないでしょうか。
I suppose I might be, but what would I need to do?
はい、今日は地元の少年サッカーのチームが試合をするので、そのサポートです。
As in waving a flag around and cheering?
いえ、要は監督と言いますか、子供たちが安全に試合ができるように配慮して、怪我人が出たりした場合は手当てをしたりします。
I see. And why was that job left to Sachi in the first place? She informs me that the chairman of Mishima gives neighborhood councils an acquaintance of hers and passes on similar requests every once in a while. In a way, it feels like they are taking advantage of Sachi's pathologically obedient personality, which does inspire a ditch of righteous anger on my part. But we can't neglect to give back to our community, and it seems the requests themselves are unreasonable, so I guess it doesn't quite rise to the level of unethical behavior on their part. Also, if my assistance can slightly reduce Sachi's burden, I'm gladly lend a hand. When we arrive at the soccer field, which has been set out on vacant lot not far from the ocean, the children have already begun to gather. There's even a few young primary schoolers still carrying their knapsacks, apparently having hurried directly after school ended. As the group picks up on the arrival, there's a shout of "Hey, it's Sachan!" and the children scout around us in a relaxed, familiar way. For what Sachi told me, and into the name Sakaki-san, had been coaching the town source with him, where his chronic lumbar intensified badly a little while ago. It seemed he's been hospitalized for a good month now. During that time, she apparently been acting as a stand-in supervisor when she had the chance. Sachi's first order of business is to blow on the whistle dangling around her neck, gathering the strangers to us. Once the group is assembled, she begins to introduce me. Specifically, this is Kazami Yuji-san, a heartless monster of a coach here to ruthlessly beat some instruction into you. As the friendly smile I beam friendly freeze halfway to my face, my expression stiffens slightly, which in turn only adds to confirm her words. The children quietly gulp in terror.
それでは風見先生からありがたい訓示をいただきましょう。
And with that, Sachi turns to me and gives a short bow, then trots off towards the sidelines benches, where she begins preparing the sports drink as such. Okay, I didn't hear anything about coaching anyone women, but I keep my complaints to myself. I can't just back down now. Not with this group of children in their soccer uniforms, diligently standing at attention in front of me, waiting for my words with breath. I want you all to try and learn a few things from this match. First and foremost, the importance of adequate preparation. Somehow that I'm a team leader at the company, which means I had subordinate under my command. I relate to the experience that gave me instruction. The only way you are going to improve is through your own preparations, your own effort. Don't plan on getting better by learning from others. In the middle of the game, we didn't learn this yet. Won't cut it. The only part that leads to a competence is the one you force yourself. A battle is all about the number of shots you have taken. In other words, the guy who's been practicing his shooting longer and more often is the one who's going to survive. You don't make split-second decisions consciously. It's all reflexes and you get those through experience. Knowing what to do isn't enough. You need to train it into your body. The guys who stop to think in the middle of the field are the first to die. You get a picture. I try my best to offer some vaguely possible instruction, but I have some serious doubt about how much actually will come across to them. And the surprise is debatably how valuable the advice of a complete soccer amateur like myself could possibly be. Studying the general principles are pretty nearly universal. The war is your friend. Love your friend. Kick the stuffing out of your friend. I have no further instruction. Complete a 2-on-1 out before the match begins. I conclude my little speech with a muddle of incoherent encouragement. When somebody said the children all shout yes sir. Enthusiastically. When it's like they began performing energetic calisthenic routines.
さすがですね、風見さん。
Look, Sachi, I don't remember hearing anything about coaching. You kind of sprung that on me out of nowhere, you know?
すみません。ですが、風見さんならお任せできると確信しておりました。
Fine, but what's the heartless monster be really necessary? The kids were quivering in their cleats.
それもすみません。やはり現場には怖い人がいないとどうしても子供たちの集中力が欠けてしまって怪我をする子が増えてしまうんですよ。
I see, so that's why you asked me to come along. A lack of tension gives rise to a lack of caution. When you are not custody, you're more likely to be injured. And when there's no clear top dog around, it's easier to point the spike to break out among the pack. So it would seem that there is a need for me to assume the role of a scary person in order to keep the children entertained and appropriately cautious. In that case, there's a woman I remember all too well who could serve as a useful point of reference. I refer, of course, to my master, Kusakabe Asako. A truly scary person is someone who breaks out in the face of rage or attempts to intimidate others with spams of meaningless violence. When she was teaching me the job, Asako would most often stand by my side and watch my performance in perfect silence. Every once in a while, she poked my head with a stick. If I missed to the right or left, she jabbed me on the appropriate cheek. If my shot said hi, she bring me her stick down to the crown of my head with relish. Instead of speech, she communicated through the wind. Her little chest will always shout enough to make my eyes water. Honestly, it pissed me off at the time. But if I still focus on my task and hit my target, the stick never came my way. The most dangerous stage of learning your job is in the beginning. It's when you start to move past the rookie mistakes and gain some resemble competence. There's a tendency to get overconfident and blunder carelessly in a big way. But even Asako was no longer at my side. When I imagined her looking watchfully nearby, my focus was always perfect. More often than not, human error is caused by a simple carelessness. If given the children, a few guys from the sidelines can help eliminate that factors from the event, reducing the possibility of accident or injuries. There's some value in my being here. The match is ready on the early evening. In the end, surprised by my glowing attention, Mishiyama came to improve triumphantly. On the unfortunate side of the things, one boy from the opposite team visited for nearby town, tripped and fell, skinning his elbow and knees. But fortunately, both were minor scrape and he was able to return to the game immediately after being treated. After the match, we took part in a group barbecue, apparently a post-game tradition. By the time that was done as well, the sun had already sunk halfway below the horizon. And now, Mishima is sent to the shopping street.
すみません、風見さん。遅くまでお付き合いいただいて。
Do I ever even given an option to reject your request? It's fine, not like I had anything else to do. Glad to be of help. Having finished cleaning out on the barbecue and store the equipment in the storehouse next to the field, we returned the key to the town council, then give a quick report. It's already past 7. Should they head home before 6, which will mean we spend over an hour on the wrap up. I don't even want to think about how long it would have taken Sachi by herself.
でも少し意外でした。風見さんはサッカーの経験があるのですか？
Not really, I do know the rules, but only my experience with the game will be what I pick up from the PE lessons in elementary school.
そうなんですか。その割には何やら随分と達見した訓示をされていたようなので、私はてっきりサッカー経験の豊富なサック野郎なのだとばっかり。
No, the screen broken. Hold on, what exactly is the sub community supposed to be?
サッカーをする子供はサッカー少年ですよね。
Well, yeah, as long as you ask an American.
ではサッカーをする若者はサック野郎なのでは？
You're extremely wrong, frighteningly so.
たとえ風見さんがサック野郎でなかったとしても、傾聴に値する大変有意義な言葉だったと思います。
You think?
はい。例えば転んで怪我をしてしまった相手チームの子がいたじゃないですか。自分の血を見て泣き出してしまったあの子に風見さんはおっしゃいましたよね。男が涙を見せていいのは財布を落とした時と母親が死んだ時だけだ。そして人知れず泣く時にも厳しい制限がある。涙は他人のために流せ。自分のために流していいのは汗だけだ。覚えておけ。
Okay, I thought the screen broken, but no.
実に力強いお言葉です。この小峰幸、心が震えてまたぐらがしめる思いです。思わず携帯を取り出して「おしめりなう」とネット上でつぶやいてしまうところでした。
I see. To be honest, I have no idea what to say to you at this point. A message from Amane. I take my private use cell phone from my breast pocket and check the screen. The image from the status of Amane and the content.
今どこにいんの？ご飯用意できてるから早く帰っておいで。
The digital glance in the corner of the screen tells me it's so comfortable past 7. Not surprised she wonder where I got it to. Crap, I forgot to get in touch with Amane.
あまねさんと何か約束があったのですか？
No, nothing like that. Probably just sent the message because I didn't show up at the dinner time. Wants me back on the double. It's true that I forgot to tell Amane I'd be late, but it's not like she slipped my mind entirely. In fact, since I was planning to have dinner with Amane, I spent the whole barbecue with the soccer team grinding meats instead of eating anything.
あまねさん、怒っていらっしゃいますか？
No, not a problem. I don't think she seems upset. I hand over my cell phone to Sachi to give her a look at the Amane's message.
なるほどです。でも、もしあまねさんに怒られそうなら、全部私のせいにしてください。サチがあまりに可愛かったので、つい手を貸してしまった。悪いのは可愛すぎるサチなのだと。
Yeah, Sachi, you are really cute. Sachi, my friend, are you familiar with the phrase pouring gasoline on a fire?
リニアブラ？磁力で胸が大きくなる新型の下着でしょうか？
That's a bit of a stretch, and yet I'm still not entirely confident you are trying to make a joke.
あ、風見さん、このメール、何やら画像が添付されているようですが。
Sachi reaches her hands to the cell phone screens and scroll down.
うわ。
And with a strange little glance on surprise, her face instantly flushes red. Don't tell me Amane sent her nude picture. What's up? Something's wrong? Slightly concerned by my Sachi's reaction, I pull myself out of her hands and look at the screen. A truly outrageous image stares back at me. It seems I wasn't just imagining that shudder sound I thought I'd heard in the middle of Amane's morning rain. What is she thinking? Amane, what, my friend? What am I going to do with you? Mind explaining yourself, my good Amane-san. No, I think I understand. You figure sending this over will get me wobbling straight home with an uncomfortable pouch in my pants, yes. Hey, Sachi.
はい、何でしょう、風見さん。
Just a moment ago, I said I had no idea what to say to you at this point. Allow me to correct myself in retrospect. I was wrong. I only now come to understand what it truly means to be lost for words. I'm sure that anything I say now would sound like an excuse to you.
自分の間違いは速やかに正す勇気。敬服いたします。
Amane doesn't show his tear to others, but that doesn't mean the urge to sweat from your eyes won't well up inside you every once in a while. I do manage to salvage at least a scrap of masculine pride from this situation. By resisting the desire to rush back to the door, burst into Amane's room and denounce her misdeed. Instead, I walk calmly back and pretend that it may never happen. An act of restraint that allows me to maintain some maybe a kernel of self-respect. What?
というようなことが昨日ありまして、びっくりして思わず「わ」って言っちゃいました。ごめんね。ちょっとしたシャレのつもりだったんだけど、あのメール見ちゃったんだ。返信はなかったし、ユージも何も言わなかったから見てないのかと思ってたよ。
ねえねえ、それってどんな写真だったの？私にも見してよ。
You are under 18, Makina. You can't see that picture.
あんたには10年早いわよ。
私と同い年のサッチンには見せたくせに納得いかねえのよ。
Sachi accidentally saw that picture.
さっちゃんには見せたんじゃなくて見られちゃったの。とにかくダメ。
なんだよそれ。ちょっとお兄ちゃんの彼女の座を射止めたグレーでずいぶんと上からだな。見してくんねえなら自分で試すぞ。いいのか？
自分で試すってどうする気よ。
もう廊下の自販機の横にしゃがんで口開けて待ってりゃ、そのうちお兄ちゃんが小銭握りしめてやってくるのよさ。
いや、ないからそういうこと。
おお、ずいぶんと余裕だね、あんまね。しかし本当にないかな？ないと言い切れるのか
な？ないわよ。
そうか。では試してみようじゃないのよさ。さっち、これを。
サインペン。これで何をするの、マキちゃん。
私のほっぺたに書いてほしいのよさ。右の方には1回100円、左の方には。
いいけどこれ油性だよ。
構うものか。さあ書くのよさ。
こらやめなさいって。どんなプレーよそれ。
プレイじゃないのよ。少女の好奇心に対する抑圧が生み出す暴走なのよさ。
バカな真似はやめなさい。ちょっとうるさいわよ、あんたたち。今が何の時間か分かってるの？お昼の時間ですね。
そうな、ご飯の時間なのよ。
それが何？なんでどいつもこいつも不思議そうな顔して私を見んなよ。食事の時間にあれがこれで何がどうだとかやかましいっつってんのよ。
何を興奮してんのよさ。
会話に混ぜてほしいなら素直にそう言えばいいのに。ざあもう誰もそんなこと言ってないでしょ。っていうかお昼食べてる時にそういう下の話をする？そういうのは合コンの二次会とかでやってくれるかな。すみません。よりによってお昼のおかずが極太フランクフルトソーセージの時に大変お聞き苦しいお話を。
おお、これはまた立派なソーセージなのよさ。ねえ、あまねえ、これってどっちが太い？
What the hell? Which one is thicker?
どれどれ？食べてみればわかるかも。
あーもう、なんなのよこのエロエロ空間。
つか、なんで誰も止めないのよ。幼女は？ユミコは？ストッパーの連中はどこ行ったのよ。はい、榊さんは都内の私大へ経済学の聴講に、風見さんは学園長さんと一緒にテレビの取材に行かれました。はあ？テレビ？何の番組よ。 確か地方民放局のローカル番組で日本の教育を語るとかなんとか。風見さんは学園長さんの付き添いという形だそうです。
何よ付き添いって。なんで有事なわけ？
うちの学園長さんは若くして不相応な地位を手に入れられたことでやかみも多いですし、護衛のようなものかと。
楽屋でしてるとこスクープされなきゃいいけどな。
しないから。ユージは私で十分満足してるから。
ほい、そいつはどうかな。男ってのは結構わがままなのよ。あまねのパッツンパッツンの若い肉体も欲しつつ、チズチズのいい感じにやれた女の体を求めても不思議じゃないし、時には青い果実のごとく私のような肉体を欲することも。
そして時には従順なメイドをいじめてヒーヒー言わせてみたいと思っている可能性がなきにしもあらず。ぐぐさっちゃん、あなたまで。
Even Sa-chan.
だからなんですぐそっちの方に話が進むの。もう知らない。私よそ行って食べる。ついてこんないでよね。
みちる様、どちらへ？うるしゃーって。
うるしゃーってのはうるしい干渉と何か関係が？
ないでしょっていうか、うるしい干渉って何？第二次世界大戦における連合国軍の重要拠点です。というか、みちる様のことを放っておいていいのでしょうか。まあ悪いことしたとは思うけど、いいんじゃない？ついてくんなって言ってるし。
いいのか？あいつ絶対隠れて練習するよ。お弁当のフランクフルト使って。
ははつまり勘違いしないでよねとか言いつつも練習をするわけだよね。
キモいのよさ。後でこっそり見に行って間抜けな顔を写真に撮ってやろうよ。
あんたらあれか？鬼の子か？
結局写真は見せてくんないのよ。
We're back to this topic.
だってさすがにね。ですが何でもかんでも良くないものとして奪い上げるのは教育者の怠慢だとも言いますよ。教育者の管理のもと、これは良くないものだと正しく自己認識させるのが教育だと風見さんもおっしゃっていました。
マキナの教育によくねえよ、そういうの。
いや、なんていうかちょっと恥ずかしいのよね。
おお、あまねえとは思えぬ気弱な発言なのよさ。まあいいじゃん。方角のためにちょっと見るだけなのよ。
Alright, we're gonna end the episode right now.
セーブするわ。
Thank you for watching my video. My video is just for fun. Don't take heart, brothers and sisters. Okay, magic word time. Adios and famosa. Wow, we stay at the girlfriend at Nima.